Alright, here we are, y'all. It is trial day. Ooh. At least they ain't got me on no felonious book bag carrying. Well, that's a rough charge. Got my character witness. And I have witnessed him be a character, believe that. Alright, let's go see how much we can get by with Mr. Joe Dubs.
I'll send you the copies right before I file.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. I like to have everything prepared to go ahead and drop it in that bucket.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Are you still volunteering up there?
Yeah.
Yeah? You remember me, right?
Yeah, I
Jackie?
do. Jackie, right.
Yeah.
Your hair changed.
It's gone now, yeah. Everything going good?
Everything's going good. I'm here to.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
Watch his,
Obviously, everything's not going good.
trial for being homeless.
Oh, trial for yeah, that happens
Yeah,
a
he's
lot.
arrested.
Kim Kardashian, what are you doing in Kentucky?
Isn't that so unfortunate?
Sleeping on a riverbank because he has no place else to sleep.
It happens more than you think. It's insane.
Oh no, I know it does. I know several.
I don't really
people
sleep
that
as much as people think I do.
When I was homeless, man, they supposed to be some easy arrest. Thank you.
Welcome,
They get you
welcome.
for everything. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well,
What'd they actually charge you with?
third-degree trespassing.
Felonious trespassing.
Sleeping on a riverbank.
Actually, it's assaulting a cop's ego.
Yeah.
Hey, he's not going to show up. I'm sure the coward victim ain't going to show up. So
He can't not say things.
Oh my goodness.
now what?
Well, it's good seeing you.
Good seeing you, Jackie.
Got Brolin working the gate. That's good. Careful with the tip, brother. Still can't afford to get it fixed yet, bro. Did you say Scott? He's Scott too?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right there.
What's the last name? Bolton?
Scott.
Scott? The last name?
My back's swinging today, bro. Didn't get no sleep because I had to let Gina share the bed with Katie. Yeah, I've been up all night almost, bro. Yeah, I got like a couple hours nap. Oh,
Sir? Survey correct?
wait. 4A is growth house. Rough. That's what it says. Right? 4A is growth house, right?
Roadhouse?
4B is road.
4B is rough.
Man, come on. Come on, Ms. Roddle. You're one of the most decent magistrates I've ever met, so. You trying to keep up with the Jones or what?
Yeah.
We can start lifting. That man look like he get hit really, really hard.
That's right.
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah, my bad, bro. I told you, Joe. It's a rough day, bro. I tell you what, I don't feel bad, though. I actually feel a little bit better. I mean, I didn't feel bad anyway. I don't really give a shit. This ain't nothing. I know this cowardly cop ain't gonna show up. There goes your victim.
I just want to watch the show. But if you want me to talk, I will do it.
Everybody wants to watch the show, bro. Everybody. Oh no, district court. I'm so scared. Hold on now, let's make sure I got a judge I can. Oh yeah, Miss Roddle. Well, this guy ain't punching holes in the drywall. He ain't coming from the county. We gotta wait to be called.
No, but be careful.
It is. Yeah, close enough to 9:30 for me, bro. Look at him.
Second, call 14 Zachary Road. Zachary Road, 10195. And I believe we reached a resolution with the Commonwealth.
We're gonna do a judicial immersion with us, exactly 20 hours.
They go out that time.
20 hours to get service.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're gonna come early. Right?
Oh, we'll find someplace real quick. Church, fire department, someplace. Good enough. You know, that would be fine. December 5th? Yes, Judge. Thank you. Okay, that's great.
Yep, same. Oh, excuse me.
You state your name, date, birth.
Well, my name's Scott. I'm the executor of the title you all call, referred to as Kenneth Scott, 51573. Your Honor, I have a few questions before we proceed, please.
You are here for trial on a criminal trespass violation. You listen.
Commonwealth is ready.
Ready to go. They have to prove the case in the trial. Beyond a reasonable doubt.
I'm having some trouble hearing you.
They have to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. They're ready to go forward. You have right to cross-examine their witnesses, okay?
Well, I have a few questions before we proceed, Your Honor.
There's no questions, sir. We're here for trial, okay?
Please?
We're here for trial, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I have some questions about jurisdiction, ma'am. It's my understanding I can challenge jurisdiction at any time. I just like to ask a few questions, have them answered if I could, Ms. Ruddle. Would you prefer Ms. Ruddle or Your Honor?
We're gonna try it, sir. And then I can determine if we had jurisdiction or not.
So is the court going on record refusing to hear my motion challenge jurisdiction?
I would love to hear Mr. Scott's motion.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it. Okay, go ahead, what's your motion?
Oh, I'm challenging jurisdiction, and isn't it on the prosecution to prove jurisdiction? Not merely assert it, but show me proof, backed with evidence, something in writing that I can prepare properly for a fair trial with.
Did you do a motion for discovery?
Your Honor, I don't want to make contact with this court. Y'all take everything I do as giving you jurisdiction.
We were here for a free trial, you had the right to get.
I was hushed at arraignment, Your Honor. There was no pretrial. It went straight from arraignment to trial. There was no pretrial set.
Your Honor, just for the record, the Commonwealth has not been served any motion for discovery. No discovery has been requested. And the Commonwealth is in possession of no exculpatory evidence.
That motion's denied. We have jurisdiction. Proceed.
You say denied? So you let the record of the court reflect that my motion for approved jurisdiction has been denied, please?
We're on right now. You can get a copy of everything we're saying.
I just want to make sure I understood you right there. You denied my motion for jurisdiction?
Come over here and have a seat and sit by the trial, okay?
Your Honor, I'm trying to
You have
communicate.
jurisdiction, sir. I'm denying your motion.
Okay, just wanted it on record, Your Honor.
Okay, there you go.
Let's see, like she asked you.
Your Honor,
No problem.
I can't reserve my rights. Before we proceed, Your Honor?
You read your rights at the arraignment.
Please?
You read your rights at the arraignment.
I don't recall being read my rights, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, you don't.
I tried to communicate and I was cut off.
I actually get the tape and show you that you were read your rights. Take a seat.
Commonwealth called Walt Mace.
It's okay if you said so. Just speak up, I think he has a little hearing. Solemnly swear affirm the testimony about to give the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
Mr. Mace, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Walter Douglas Mace,
And where do you work, Mr. Mace?
City of Covington, I'm the Assistant Neighborhood Services Director.
All right, and in that position, what are your job duties?
I essentially directly supervise the solid waste divisions, Parks and Recreation divisions, and the code enforcement divisions.
Okay, and as it relates to parks, are you aware of certain Covington ordinances that designate city parks?
Yes, sir, I am.
I'm going to show you what I've marked here as Commonwealth Exhibit 1. This is a certified copy of City of Covington Commissioners Ordinance 01822. You can take a look at this and see if you recognize that document.
Yes, sir, I do.
Right. And in that document, does it define what a park is?
Yes, it does.
And can you read into the record what is defined as a park in the city?
All city parks established by the City Board of Commissioners pursuant to 94.016A of this chapter will be classified as one of the following. Satellite Park is a classification for a city park that offers limited amenities and limited space. The park's core function is to provide a specific purpose to the community and rarely offer services outside of the design purpose. Satellite parks are less than 1 acre in size. Neighborhood Park is a classification for a city park that provides services for the general Covington community. Patrons of neighborhood parks are primarily City of Covington residents and the surrounding neighborhoods. Neighborhood parks are greater than 1 acre but less than or equal to 25 acres in size. Regional Park is a classification for a city park offering services or amenities that offer value to an audience larger than the City of Covington residents. Regional parks are greater than 25 acres in size. Public green space is a classification for a city park offering mainly organic natural recreation opportunities and limited man-designated amenities. There is no standard for public green spaces.
All right. And in section 3 of that ordinance, let me back up. Are you aware of the Licking River Greenway area in the city of Covington?
Yes, sir.
And where is that located?
It's the east side of the city between the levee and Licking River.
All right. And in section 3 of that ordinance that's in front of you right now, is the Licking River Greenway designated by the city as being part of its park system?
Yes, sir, it is.
And what is its classification?
It was a public green space.
I'm sorry.
Public green space.
And does the Licking River Greenway have hours or anything like that?
Just like most park hours, the hours are daylight to dusk.
And I'm going to approach and show you what I marked as Couples Exhibit 2, which is a certified copy of City of Covington Commissioners Ordinance 032-02. And do you recognize this ordinance?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, and in subsection, or section 1, subsection D, can you read that section into the record, please?
It shall be unlawful for any person to willfully enter upon or remain within any city parks during such hours as the parks are closed to public use or on other property owned by the city that is closed to the public. Such presence shall be grounds for immediate arrest.
Right. And in your capacity with the city of Covington, are you aware of any issues that have been occurring on the Licking River Greenway as it relates to trespassers?
Yes, sir.
And what are those issues?
There have been several groups or individuals who continue to trespass there by staying overnight and camping.
Right, and
Your Honor, I'd like to object. I object. Is he referring, I'm here for me, not everybody on the riverbank. Is he specifically talking about me and any damages? I need to know if I'm being personally linked to any damage.
He hasn't asked that question yet, so.
Well, he asked about, I'm the one here, though. I would like to keep it specifically about
You
me.
can ask if people have been doing so, okay?
Please?
we'll get to you, Mr. Scott.
Okay.
But Mr. Mace, have there been groups of people camping in the Licking River Greenway?
Yes, sir, there have.
Okay. And this summer, did neighborhood services, well, let me back up again, actually. Are there signs posted on the Licking River Greenway Trail about trespassing?
There are signs that say that camping is illegal and no trespassing after hours. Hard signs.
And I'm going to show you what I marked as Couples Exhibit 3. And is this one of the signs that you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
And although we can't see it in this picture.
Yeah, I would object, Your Honor, the way he just handed me that I can't see anything in this. I can't accept this as evidence. What does this say?
Mr. Mace, what do those signs say?
Your Honor, are my objections going to be noticed?
He can testify if he knows what it says. If he doesn't, he'll say he doesn't know.
It's a quotation from the ordinance that I just read a little bit ago that camping is illegal in city parks.
Right, and that photograph was taken on July 18th of this year?
Yes, sir.
And did neighborhood services place other signs in the Licking River Greenway Trail?
On July the 18th, on July the 18th, we posted, I should say, the code enforcement manager posted 9 signs in the Greenway Trail, alerting people that they were trespassing, and they had 48 hours to remove their belongings.
And I'm going to show you what I've marked. Is Commonwealths 4, 5, and 6. Let's do Commonwealths 4 first. Can you identify what's in this photograph?
Yes, sir. It's one of the no trespassing signs that was posted on the 18th. It includes the day it was posted, the day they have to be moved out, or the belongings will be discarded, and a phone number for contacting code enforcement.
All right, and do you know how many signs were posted? 9. And where did you post these signs?
Actually, Joe Minor posted these signs. I was in the vehicle with him when he did it. He posted them between 12th and 16th Street in the Licking Greenway space. And primarily, he posted them close or in the encampments where we found individuals.
And do you know at that time how many encampments there were?
There are a grand total of 24 tenants.
And Exhibit 5, what is that?
Again, it's another sign posted in the same
And all 9 of the signs, I don't have pictures of all 9, but all 9 of the signs have the same message and orders.
Yes, sir. I sat in the vehicle while I was reminded of it.
And then Commonwealth 56, is that the same sign?
Yes, sir.
And is that one of the encampments?
Yes, sir.
Previously testified about?
Yes, sir.
Do you know whose camp that is?
This appears to be Mr. Scott's encampment.
How do you know that?
Well, because at the time that Mr. Monument posted it, Mr. Scott approached.
And is Mr. Scott?
Appears to be or is, Your Honor.
Mr. Scott is in court today.
And can you describe him for the record?
Yes, he's sitting
All right. Railroading.
And I think you testified there were 24 encampments. Did most of those folks move after the signs were posted?
They all but one,
And who was the one that did not?
Mr. Scott.
I will move to introduce Commonwealths 1 through 6 at this point. I have no further questions for Mr. Mason.
Mr. Scott, it's your turn, you want to ask?
Not this time, Your Honor. I would like to reserve my right to recall him if I deem it necessary. I didn't hear his name, most of his testimony.
Sorry, I enjoy you speaking right to you. Do you want the hearing aids?
Please,
You want hearing aids?
this mic, this.
No, we'll give you some little headphones.
That would greatly assist, Your Honor, yes. I don't mean to be disrespectful, just I really do have I am hard of hearing, Your Honor.
It's your turn to ask his question. You want to ask him?
Well, I didn't really hear any of his statements, Your Honor.
Sure.
Can I have him repeat his name for the...
Writing down everything when he was talking. So you were not paying attention, I guess, because he was speaking up and you were writing things, so you obviously heard stuff. Put in the things if you want to hear more, and if you have any questions for him, ask.
No, ma'am, not at this time.
Okay.
Commonwealth Law Officer John Coulter.
Tom, for from the testimony about the principal presented,
I do, Your Honor.
Officer Coulter, can you state your name for the record, please?
John Folder, police officer, city code.
All right, and what are your current duties in the city of Covington?
I'm assigned patrol specifically B2.
All right, where's B2?
It is on the east side of Madison, from 6th Street up to the back side of Holmes.
And have you had any interaction with Kenneth Scott?
Several.
All right, and where has that interaction been?
generally on the river, on the Licking River here, 12th Street.
And would that be on the Licking River Greenway?
Absolutely.
Right, and does Mr. Scott reside there?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Right, and where does he reside on the Licking River Greenway?
Just to the south of the 12th Street Bridge, perhaps 100 yards in the wood line, in a large tent.
I'm going to show you what's previously been admitted as Commonwealth Exhibit 6. Do you recognize the tent in that photograph?
I don't believe this is Mr. Scott's tent, sir.
Okay. But does Mr. Scott live in a tent similar to that?
This picture, specifically, you can see the bridge in the background. I believe this tent would be to the north of the bridge.
What, I'm sorry?
This tent would be to the north of the bridge, ma'am.
Okay.
Mr. Scott's tent is a brown tent with a wood-burning stove pipe coming out the top. It's a fairly specific tent. This is not.
All right, and how many times have you interacted with Mr. Scott on the Licking River Greenway?
I hesitate to give another number, at least a half dozen.
Okay. And on July 20th of this year, did you interact with Mr. Scott and any other individuals on the Greenway?
I did. There were quite a number of individuals down there as Public Works was cleaning the area in contact with members of the business.
Okay, and did you see the no trespassing signs that have been posted on July 18th?
On that specific date, I'm not sure that I was down there. I'd seen the camps posted. I'm not certain on the 18th that I saw those.
Well, on the 20th, did you see that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Right. On the 20th of July, did you make contact with Mr. Scott directly?
Yes.
Right, and was he at his tent?
He was.
Was anyone else at the tent with him?
Candy Kaiser was there as well.
And are you aware of Mr. Scott's YouTube channel?
Yes, sir. I believe I'm made aware of that.
Do you know what the name of that channel is?
I don't know the exact address to it. It was linked.
Did you know that Mr. Scott was recording your interaction on July 20th?
Yes, sir. He records every time we come.
Can you switch on? Still on this way.
Oh, I was there the first. That's what my screen says. Did you just not plug into it? I don't know.
sitting hot.
All right, Officer Coulter, do you recognize what's in this video here?
Yes, sir, this would be Mr. Scott's encampment. I believe it may be a police officer walking down the path there, and I hear Mr. Scott's voice in the background.
Yo, like my new equipment?
And do you recognize those folks in the background there?
That is specifically me, sir.
What's that? I can't hear you up there, though. I can't hear you up there.
I was asking you to come up there so we don't have to talk over the machinery.
I don't want to fucking talk to you, Coulter. Why would I want to fucking talk to you?
So that you can get some footage for your music camera. Now, they're coming down to clean this up, and they're not here yet, obviously, and I just want to know if you intend to cooperate with our cleanup.
Nope, I ain't going nowhere. I'm cleaning my own shit, thank you. Bye, Coulter.
Your intention is to
Bye,
not...
Coulter. I'm not talking to you. I'm not answering any of your fucking questions. Bye, Coulter. Bye, Coulter.
I just want to confirm.
Accuse me of a fucking crime or breaking the law, Coulter.
Your Honor, if I may.
Come down here and clean this up.
Blah, 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 fucking blah, man. You're a fucking idiot, Coulter. You are a fucking douche, bro. You're an anti-American douche, bro. Fuck them. You don't have to explain none of them. Fuck them. Fuck them. No, I don't give a fuck. They're playing a what? No shit. No shit, bro. No shit. You think I want to clean up? Who you think's cleaning this up? Who you think's cleaning all that up? I'm not talking to you. Fuck you, Coulter. I'm talking to you. Who are you? Sergeant who? You let your officers fucking touch people and act the fucking fool the way you do? You're a supervisor, right? No, I don't hang on a minute. Y'all don't talk to me. I'm not a slave. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking slave.
I'm going to thank you for interfering with government.
You know what? Kiss my ass, Coulter, right in front of your supervisor. Suck a dick. Suck a dick right in front of you. You ain't gonna cite me for shit. I'm gonna staple on your motherfucking jacket. How about that? How about that? Fuck off. Fuck off. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going no fucking where. I ain't going no fucking where. Dad, take that with you. I ain't going nowhere. Fuck you. I ain't going nowhere. You hear me? You might as well do it now. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. And fuck you, Coulter, you piece of shit. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, you're going to have to get physical with me today. And you ain't man enough to do it, Coulter. You big overfed fuck. I ain't going nowhere. All right, y'all, there's take one. We'll be back.
All right, Officer Coulter, was that on July 20th, 2023? And was that in the city of Covington?
Yes, it was.
All right, and did you eventually seek or file a criminal complaint?
I did.
And obtain a warrant of arrest for Mr. Scott?
I did.
And did you serve that warrant?
I did.
And when did you serve that warrant?
The warrant was served
Was he still present at that same location when the warrant was served?
Yes, sir.
Had he moved any of his belongings?
They were all still there.
And was Ms. Kaiser still present?
Yep, we picked her up around the same time.
No further questions for Officer Coulter. I'll move to introduce. The video is Commonwealth Exhibit 7.
I'll receive it.
Mr. Scott, do you have any questions for Officer Coulter?
Please.
Do you have any questions for
Oh,
Officer
oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Take a note to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, Mr. Coulter. Is,
Any questions for Officer Coulter?
that's who I'm asking.
I'm not asking that. He asking questions about this event on July 20th. That's where we're headed. I don't want a recitation of the Constitution. Okay? Just a question.
So we're not going to recognize the Constitution during this trial?
Testify to on July 20th. That's the only reason we're here.
All right. So you're claiming the Licking River Greenway is part of a park, not a riverbank? It's not the riverbank?
That's correct, sir. The park, the Licking River Greenway is a park designated in city ordinance.
Your Honor, my specific question, does he consider it a park or the riverbank? Or is he,
You've already had the testimony that it is declared a park.
he's conflating that the riverbank is part of the park?
The Licking River Greenway is declared a public green space. Yes, sir. That's already been asked and answered. That's
But he testified that I was
That's not
in,
his expertise. He's not with the city of Covington. He didn't draft that ordinance, but he has to enforce it, okay?
but he testified that I was in the park. I'm not in the park.
All right?
I would claim that I'm not in the park. Okay, you already admitted that you didn't recognize in that picture that it's not my tent, correct? The one that you were shown by the prosecutor there, entered into evidence. You stated that that was not my tent.
Are you ready?
Please?
Are you ready for my answer?
Yeah, when I asked him, I'm ready.
He said that already.
Exhibit
It wasn't your tent.
Okay, I just wanted on the record that I asked for it, Your
Yes,
Honor.
you're gonna get, was this your tent?
Well, not mine. So on the 20th, 21st, states you saw no trespassing sign. Was not seen or you were not certain. That's your statement?
I saw many trespassing signs that day.
Your Honor's direct answer was, made contact, no trespassing sign. He did not see it, not certain.
Objections, argument.
Sustained.
And you say on that day, you made contact with me and Candy Kaiser only?
You were in the camp. Candy Kaiser was on 9th Street.
No, not on the 20th. I'm talking about July 20th. With the video we just watched, that's what the judge wants me to focus on, correct, Your Honor? That's what I'm trying to focus on this day.
Clarification, you and Candy Kaiser were in the camp, and I contacted many people that day.
And according to your memory, it was only me and Miss Kaiser there on scene during this video?
That doesn't make any difference. This is you and her.
Well, these charges stemming from his memory, from his mental recollection, Your Honor. I'm just trying to make sure that he's getting his facts right.
Oh, okay. The video, pretty much.
I would state for the record, there was another person there besides me and Ms. Kaiser.
So what? They were trespassing too?
All right. So,
On you, okay?
is my speech, Your Honor, or Mr. Coulter, do you consider that a protected expression under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution?
Okay, we already said he doesn't. This is not a constitutional.
My speech is not protected by the First Amendment?
You're asking him questions about July 20th and 24th.
That's from July 20th, he's stating, right?
It doesn't have anything to do with the Constitution.
Well, I don't understand you, Your Honor. Why did we watch that? It seems to make a mockery of my language and judge me because,
Proves that you were there.
That's all.
well, if it's to prove we were there, why didn't we watch it without the audio? So I can't ask him any questions about being offended by
Sue
language?
the city of Covington, that it's unconstitutional to sue the city. That's had nothing to do with Officer Coulter, okay?
He's in a position of authority. I don't understand, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I don't.
He's in a position of,
But you seem to understand that your language is pretty,
free,
yeah,
free.
free speech.
So was he in his official or personal capacity?
Who?
Mr. Coulter, were you in your official capacity or personal capacity?
About the 20th, Mr. Scott, for Officer Coulter, I'm not taking any constitution.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, but as I understand it, if he was in his official capacity, he must operate under the Constitution of the United States.
We'll stipulate that.
Yeah, they stipulated it.
Please?
He's operating under the Constitution, they stipulated it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, bro. Let's see, you also said warrant served on the 26th, do you believe? That was your statement on the record?
Did you serve the warrant, or was somebody else serving?
He served the warrant, Your Honor.
I have a citation right here.
There was none
Arrest date 7/29/23.
Well, which is it, Your Honor? He testified it was the 26th,
I think
and now I have two separate,
I can take judicial notice of a.
I have-
He doesn't have any, even if he serves, it's up to, that's up to the jail. As far
I have-
as that the booking is on, okay?
well, I have two separate arrest dates on the same citation, Your Honor. 7/28/2023 at 3 a.m., 7/29/2023 at 11:04 a.m. Which one are we here on?
As a point of matter, I can clarify that.
Okay.
7/28 is the date that the warrant would have been issued at 9 a.m. for the court. At 7/29, 11:40, or at 11:04 would have been physical arrest. Is that clear?
So when was I considered incarcerated, Your Honor? I've heard three dates now, 26th, 28th, and 29th. According to my records, I was arrested on the 28th.
July 29th.
So now it's July 29th was the arrest date?
And that's when you were in custody and presented pre-trial and presented.
Well, Your Honor, I don't know how much I can get out of this witness if I can't question him about it. He has accused me of, what was the accusation in his complaint warrant, which I haven't seen the affidavit. I thought that was supposed to be attached to, so I know it's a proper warrant. Affidavit, sworn testimony, something that what am I supposed to attack if I can't attack his First Amendment violations here, Your Honor, when
That's the affidavit, right?
he's accusing me of, this is not an original copy. I require an original copy and that affidavit attached. But one of the things, Your Honor, I just don't understand how I can proceed because I can't question him anything about he was offended. Do you believe in curses, Mr. Coulter?
Okay, you don't have to.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You got anything else for this occurrence, this day?
If I can't proceed properly, no. I'm being restricted, I feel, Your Honor.
That's it.
I would like to introduce, well, I guess, do I have to do that after I'm done talking to him, Your Honor? Because I'd like to introduce,
Well, you have already testified, you realize you're gonna expose yourself to cross-examination, right?
okay, well, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment rights so as not to,
Okay, then guess what?
that should not be taken as stipulating to whatever I'm accused of. I'm simply protecting my right to not incriminate myself, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Come with the rest.
Commonwealth to address their case. So you have a right to testify, but as I said, you will be placed, you will expose yourself to cross-examination, or you can call your witnesses now.
Well, I would like to introduce into evidence, Your Honor. Can't do that now. Martin versus Boise, this has already been,
Unless you're gonna
so I can't introduce this. I can't argue that this has already been ruled.
put you under oath if you want to introduce evidence.
Please, I'm sorry, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
One
Let
second.
me tell you, you were having no problems hearing them on that video, and they were standing up at the top of the hill, okay? So don't give me this. You can't introduce evidence unless you're going to go under oath and testify, okay?
Or call a witness.
Well, I guess I'll testify, Your Honor, because I definitely have questions I want answered.
Okay. Sound like we're affirming the testimony, you're about to give the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, and don't give me that here. Okay, I don't buy it. I don't buy it after seeing that video. Okay, go ahead.
Don't buy what? I'm sorry.
I don't buy the hearing after listening to that video. You didn't have any problems hearing that.
Your Honor, I asked them to come down there because
Okay, they were standing up way far away from you.
And I
Okay, you testify, tell me, and testify as to this event only, July.
But I'm saying, that's why I asked them to,
I'm not taking any constitutional argument. If you have a
No,
problem
no,
with
ma'am.
the city,
I'm addressing the-
ordinances, sue the city, okay? Go
I'm
ahead.
addressing the hearing issue, Your Honor. That's why I asked them to come down there. I can't hear them.
I'm telling you right now, you're under oath, go ahead and testify.
Oh, I get to
After
go,
July 20th.
I go first?
You're it, yeah, look, you got any witnesses, right, call them.
Well, I guess it's a character witness at least, so I can not, at least take the stigma off of being,
Who's the character witness?
Mr. Joe back there. I call him Joe Dobbs. It's Joe McGee, Your Honor.
Okay. Colin, swear affirm the testimony you give the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
You have to ask any questions, you have to state your name for the record.
My name is Joseph McGee, date of birth 6/12/47.
That's all right.
Thank you, sir. Do you have any personal knowledge, like, that would give you enough information about me to speak on my
On
character?
July 20th. Do you have any personal knowledge about the July 20th?
I do, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but if I could just kind of introduce why I do have this knowledge. I used to be a lawyer here in town. I'm retired now. Now I work full-time as a homeless advocate here in Covington. And I've known Kenneth Scott and Candy Kaiser for about 2 years in my work with the homeless people. Because of that is why I have some knowledge of this situation.
Do you have any specific knowledge about all this?
I wasn't there on July 20th.
Okay.
I've known that they lived on the riverbank on the Licking River there for the entire 2 years together that I've known them. I do have knowledge that they have no other dwelling place to go to during that time, and that they've lived together as a family unit there. But I was not present on the 20th.
Okay. You have any other questions you want to ask?
Yeah, do you have personal knowledge, though, that we are active in seeking residents, a more stable residence?
Ever since I've known them, they have been actively attempting to find someplace better to live. There is no place else. And I've worked for 6 years with the homeless people here in Covington, and this would be true generally for the population, but they don't live there by choice. There is no place else for them to be, and that's why they're sleeping on public property in the city of Covington.
And can I get your opinion on our upkeep of the little section of America that we're taking up there, Mr. Joe? Would you say that we are destroying or at least trying to preserve it? Do we take care of our spot?
It's not opinion, it's my personal observation. They keep their campsite clean. I've been down there quite a few times, and they keep their trash picked up. They put it up on the trail, and they do not trash out the area, although many other campers do. Scott and Candy have kept their place relative as well as you can, living in a tent on a riverbank. They've kept it clean. That's my observation of it. I was down there yesterday.
Thanks, sir.
So they're both down there?
Yeah, Scott and Candy. Yeah, they're both down there.
Huh.
No, Your Honor, I can't speak on her behalf.
You better watch out here.
No.
I tell the truth.
When she came to court, she was actively seeking, Your Honor, I know where you're going with this. Can I mention something on that? I can't testify.
Because already she's been to court and she has said that she got Section 8, so.
No, she did. She did get Section 8, Your Honor. We're in a different county. She wasn't here. That's why I've been stuck. I haven't been able
Do you
to,
have anything else?
I haven't been able to get out, Your Honor.
Actual knowledge of July 20th, right?
I was not present on July the 20th or on any of those other exact
That's
dates.
why
I did not
that's why we're here
observe.
today.
Okay, Mr. McGee, have you ever been there before or after July 20th? Have you ever came up with illicit drugs? Any sign of me or Ms. Kaiser on illicit drugs, needles, paraphernalia? I would also ask Mr. Coulter the same thing.
You're not charged with anything, any kind of drug charge.
That's what I mean. I don't understand what the crime is, Your Honor. That's the problem I'm having here.
Sorry, you don't understand.
I'm not doing anything malicious. Where is my malicious intent? Where are the damages?
Being malicious, although I think your conversation with Officer Coulter was pretty malicious, but it doesn't say anything about being malicious.
Oh, he's used similar language here. He's actually in uniform threatening to hurt me, Your Honor.
Scott, are you done asking him questions?
No, I guess that's it. I mean, I can't answer questions. If I do, they don't get answered. I do appreciate
Mr.
it.
Scott, he's asking the question.
I'm sorry, I can't hear. I honestly can't hear you.
You want me to tell you specifically what he has done?
If you know, yes.
It would be hearsay if I was to talk about that, but
Well,
I'm happy to tell
honestly,
you.
you're just kind of really humoring me. I just want to know what he's done, because I don't want to continually punish him for being homeless, but I don't believe he's taking any active steps to fix the situation either.
My understanding through hearsay is that he's trying to get his disability improved so that he can have an income. My understanding through hearsay is that he has a zero income, that is no money, but together as a family unit, they have applied more than once through Ms. Kaiser for Section 8, and they have received vouchers, but they were unable to find a reasonable alternative to get to that would take the voucher. And this happens frequently with all these people, is they get a voucher and they say, oh, well, they got Section 8, but guess what? They have to actually find some place where they can where they can use the voucher that will accept it, and then they go on a waiting list, and then the voucher expires, and then they have to start over again. And that's exactly what happens with people like Candy Kaiser and all those people who are living on the riverbanks of both of the rivers and throughout the city of Covington in camping, is that they go through this, and even wounded veterans from Vietnam. It took us over 2 years to get a wounded veteran from the Vietnam War who's over 70 years old housed. There's another one who just got into the Golden Tower who's been waiting for 3 years that I know of, going through the same back and forth. You know, he gets a voucher, he can't find anybody to take a voucher, he's on a waiting list, the voucher expires. So I could go through and I could show you person after person after person, you know, including veterans that were wounded in defending the country who have been unable for, and you know, eventually 2-3 years, but in the meantime they have no alternative except to utilize public property for sleeping purposes, and that's why it is so unbelievable to me that we would punish people for a situation, and I absolutely know that Scott and Candy, if they could get any kind of a better situation, do not want to live on a riverbank, and that's the answer to your question.
Do you think that Mr. Scott is just sleeping there?
Do I think he's just sleeping there?
Correct. You said he's sleeping there, but did you?
Well, yeah, he had, you know, in order to sleep on a riverbank in the wintertime, you have to have a tent and a sleeping bag and some way of keeping warm. So if the intent of your question is to say, does he have a tent? Yes, he has a tent. You can't, you know, what do you do when the rain is coming down, the wind is blowing and it's below zero, and he lives there? You know, of course he has a tent. Of course he has sleeping materials. Of course he has a little camp stove to keep warm and heat up a pot of coffee on, because it's impossible for a human being to live outside here for 3 years without some kind of a camp. So yes.
No other questions?
Thank you. Appreciate it. You know, I am a judge that oversees the village treatment court, so I understand where you're coming from. But there are other, you know, how about Easter seals? How about homeless shelters? I understand this is a chronic issue, but you know, unfortunately, there's an ordinance that says they can't be there.
Your Honor,
And there's no trespassing over and over and over again. I'm sorry, you can see.
Your Honor, may I say one thing in response to that?
Yes,
Or
yes,
do you want?
no, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. though.
Thank you, Mr. McGee. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ron.
Do you have anybody else you want to call?
I just don't feel that anything I do or bring up is being recognized, John. I don't want to waste the court's time. I guess it's,
Really, but it's clear that you cannot be there. We're told, given opportunities to leave, they're hostile towards the officers. I can't change the ordinance. Is that something maybe you can do? You certainly argue well enough. Maybe you need to take it to another place, but I don't have any discretion. The ordinance says what it says, and it's clear that you're there, and admitted that you're there, and I'm going to assume it's still there.
what is the alternative, Your Honor?
You know, I wish I had alternatives for you, but have you ever thought of the homeless shelters? We have quite a few of them. How about the welcome house? They're very.
Hey, we're registered with both of them, Your Honor. If we could get in, we'd be in.
Well,
I mean, I have evidence. It won't be accepted,
It's
so.
It's expanded now, and it's, there's a number of them. These SEALs would be happy to, or would try to help you with housing. I use them with my veterans that are in the legal system. But I don't have any place here. I find you guilty of criminal trespass, or
Judge, I would ask for a $250 fine. I don't think Mr. Scott has any intention whatsoever of leaving the Licking River Greenway. I know he claims that there's no other alternatives. I don't buy that. I think Mr. Scott likes his freedom of living on the riverbank where he doesn't have any oversight, doesn't have to live with the rest of us in actual society. Mr. Scott's certainly a smart guy. I can tell he's got intelligence. He can figure this out if he wants to. I think he's doing it by choice. He does not want to leave. He has no intention of leaving. He has not left. Everyone else left. Mr. Scott has a residence erected on the Licking River. He's not just taking his tent there at night and setting up camp and leaving in the morning. That stuff stays there. He has no intention whatsoever of leaving. And I've told him at the arraignment, and I'll tell him today on the record, if I have any say in it, he will continue to get charged, and we will continue to come back here. We'll try every case if we have to, but we're not going to let the Licking River Greenway turn into a shanty town.
And I do not want that either, brother. We agree on that, Your Honor.
Residential area. I agree with the.
So what is the state asking? Did I move? Is that what the state's requesting? I'm just not there anymore? If you give me a location that won't bother the city, I'd be more than happy to go there, Your Honor. I'm looking for an alternative. I have a statement of disability, Your Honor. I have proof that.
For those reasons, I'll find you guilty. I'll go with Commonwealth's recommendation. It's a $250 fine. There are costs and fees. $409.
Your Honor, I'm indigent. How am I supposed to?
$9. Then I'll give you till. January 8th, the Friday of that day. That would be at 9:30 in Courtroom 1A if you need more time.
Your Honor, I'm indigent. How am I supposed to pay a fine? I'm injured, disabled, and indigent.
Carries a fine only.
Please?
And you refuse to move, so, you can, there are services too that could help you get Social Security if you're disabled.
I have an attorney working on my Social Security disability claim. I have a certificate of disability. I have a trial through child support where I was found not guilty because of injury. I have proof that I have an attorney working on my disability claim. I mean, brother, I'm doing as much as I can and more. I'm keeping my area clean.
What I would do, because like he said, they're going to keep charging you.
Oh, I understand.
I think you should take notice of the fact that you're the only one of all those encampments that is here.
Because I don't feel that I'm committing a crime.
I understand that, but it's not. Nobody's picking on you. It's just you're.
It feels like it.
Well, you bring it low on yourself. If you watch that video, I mean, there's a lot of ways to
Speech.
skin a cat.
Speech. The Constitution is not recognized here. That's really the only problem. That's what the speech was made for.
You get a lot farther in life by being nice to people, including Officer Cole.
Oh, I shall not reward anyone that's being disrespectful. That's just feeding the problem, isn't it?
I think he was.
He's not. He is there. Yes. Okay. I'll get evidence of him not being so nice. We'll equal that out.
That's your
Thank
next
you, sir.
court date, sir.
Please.
That's your next.
Yeah,
or
thank
that's
you.
No, that's not.
But they're going to continue.
That's your fine.
Like a show cause
Yeah,
where you at.
exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Now let me make sure I got it right. January 8th?
Yeah.
Is that the 8th?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? I can't.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
January 8th at
If you have to-
9:30 and back in 1A.
Yeah. If you
Basically
need more-
a show
if you
cause or
need more
something.
time to pay. Yes.
$409?
Yes.
All right, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Is that all, Miss Roll? Is this court adjourned? They don't adjourn? Your Honor, I've been studying for the past few weeks.
Adjourn, you're finished. You can leave now, okay?
I've been trying, Your Honor. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Can I at least can I get a little recognition for effort, Your Honor?
Keep doing it to you.
Thank you.
And
I'll take that as a victory.
You did better than some people. I'll give you that, Mr. Scott. That's what
I would like prosecutor to note, I am not doing any of this in malice, Mr. Yes, we shall meet again. Well, now I got to go into full protest mode there, Mr. I called you Joe Dill. I can't believe I remember your name, bro. I appreciate you coming, too. I appreciate that.
all right.
Wow. Wow, so this is definitely not a court of constitutional rights.
Well, no.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I can appeal anything. Speak in federal court, I guess. Well, hey, I get to leave. That's a good day in court for me, bro. Thanks again, bro. Stay safe.
See, what you ought to consider doing is filing a notice of appeal. You ought to consider filing a notice of appeal on your constitutional grounds.
Yeah, see, I was afraid to come down here and introduce anything. I give them paperwork. Oh, well, here's how you joined the party. You filed paper. Hey, you know what? This is a railroading. They know it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Just let me get out of this building, because the more I think about it, talk about it, just let me get out of this building, bro. I am so close to walking out of here. Well, there you go, folks. No respect for the Constitution. Doesn't want to hear it. On the record, does not want to hear it. So you tell me that's legal?
Well,
ain't nothing lawful up here, bro. Anything that excludes the Constitution of this great nation is traitorous. I mean, it's all right, you know. I got to leave. Oh, I mean, I'm close to leaving. I got 60 feet. Need my tool back, bro. Scott. Oh, it's a little bigger than that box.
They got it in
Hey, what happened there, everybody? Y'all were packed when I got here. Oh, there's bro. He's back there. He told me two or 3 years ago he was retiring.
Oh, yeah?
I went to court and he's standing there. I'm like, bro, I thought you said you were done with this. Hold this, Mr. Doves. Don't put your finger in the screen. They hate when I do that. Not just show them, I'm putting it on in the courthouse. You watch some videos from California, they got no respect for Second Amendment, bro.
You dropped your cigs.
Yeah. It happens. Oh. Man, she didn't believe I got hair problems, physical problems, you know what I'm saying, bro? Well, all right, y'all. Stay safe. Thank you, bro. Well, I don't know. What are we going to do now? I didn't hear her evict me, though. What, is it going to keep swooping through and arresting me?
Well, she fined you.
Or I go.
She fined you $250.
$409 it ended up being.
That's what the court cost, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm pretty sure that gets wiped out, being said it was done unlawfully. What kind of fucking court does not recognize the Constitution of the United States of America, bro?
Can you listen to me for half a second?
Yeah, I can now.
And actually listen, now that we have survived.
Yeah, do you mind being on video? Speaking?
No, I don't want to be on.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, there you go. An absolute raping of the rights. Don't want to hear nothing about the Constitution. Don't bring it up. Let's stick to this day. You hurt Coulter's fucking feelings.
You want a Harley dog?
Man, can you believe that, bro?
Is he set up? Is he ready?
Played that video with the audio so they could hear it, use it against me, but not let me question the words in it. Can you believe that?
These are great.
Where did he go?
I don't know. He's probably not set up for that.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get off of here. I got up to I think it was 51 people was watching me. Well, I got to leave you all. I guess now it's time to do the old appeal thing. I bet they listen to my rights in the next fucking courthouse. Guarantee you that.
But
Ask that question.
There he is.
Hey, I actually got some commenters, bro. What do you want? I'm good, bro. I'm.
Yeah, if you want to have your lawsuit.
Hold on now. Let's do this off the record. I thought you were getting a dog or something. You good?
I am getting a dog.
Oh, okay.
But I just want to say this before if you want to preserve your right to bring the lawsuit against the city, you got to appeal this.
Right.
Okay, you know that.
Look, it's almost like they work together, ain't it? I'm gonna keep my language nice. Don't worry.
See ya.
Have a good day, Mr. Scott.
We will earn that Constitution before I'm done, though. I know that.
I need a Harley dog. Just one? Do you want one, Scott?
Look at him, so smug.
got? You want a Harley dog?
You see there? You see there? He's so weak, super fucking weak. Turn around trying to intimidate. Fucking coward. Where'd I park my fucking vehicle? Well, there you go. That's all I was waiting on was that piece of shit to leave. Coward.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of here, y'all. I guess I got to leave. That's a good thing. So, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Much love, fellow humans. We'll make them respect this Constitution eventually. Yes, sir. Turn it off now. Later.